a slightly hot CPI inflation report. Market doesn't like it. An excuse for it to cool off. What is going on, everyone? Jeremy Hritz here. Courage pays better than fear trading. I hope you are having a phenomenal day out there, wherever you may be. I got the glasses on in the truck, so we're merging worlds here today. I shaved from the video that I recorded out in the woods, and inflation, we got CPI today. I got the numbers here, guys. Got the data, right? We look at core inflation month over month, came in at 0.4 versus an expectation of 0.3. Year over year for core came in at 2.8 versus 2.7. So obviously a tick higher, makes sense with what is transpiring between the United States and Iran. If we go to the CPI rate, the inflation month over month, 0.6 versus an expected 0.6. So in line with expectations. And then we look at the year over year, it came in at 3.8 versus 3.7 in terms of expectations. So slightly higher there. So overall, inflation is up, a tick up, and makes sense, right? We were expecting that. We know what is happening. I'm not going to go back into why inflation is on the rise right now, why it's elevated. And it's not just tariffs anymore, it's energy. And the thing is, tomorrow we get another inflation report. That's the beauty of the market. Every month you get these data points that serve as events, right? They're big events that everybody waits for, and they move the market. And today, CPI dropped the market down. We were down 70 points on the SPX at one point in time, which we know that a drop was needed. It needed to cool down a little bit. But at the time that I'm recording this, like I said, the lows, the bulls were bouncing it off the lows. It was down about 20, the SPX was down about 26 points at the time that I'm recording this. So let's see what we get tomorrow. Are we going to get a higher producer price index PPI number? Are we going to come in above expectations? We don't know, but we're going to find out at 8:30 a.m. tomorrow what that number is going to be, and if we're going to get more downside. So going to be watching that. And we also know that the battle, the war between Iran and the United States wages on. It still continues. Trump talked about the peace plan that Iran submitted and said that it's horrible, it's terrible, that this ceasefire is wearing thin, that it's on the precipice of falling through and there being more military action. We don't know what that means, if that's truthful or if that's just showmanship. But this thing has been dragging out. And we know that the longer that it drags out, the greater pressure that it puts on energy prices to the upside, which raises inflation, which takes rate cuts off of the board, yada, yada, yada. You guys know the story. So we're in a limbo period. And to be honest with you, the drop that we saw in the market today, not really that significant. And we'll see how we finish up. We'll see if we want to close lower or if the bulls are going to finish this in the green, which I would not be surprised at all, as strong as they have been. But it's some weakness. We're getting some weakness, and it's needed. We need some rest. We need a retest. We need some of the bigger names to cool off. We are seeing that in the memory space today. MU taking a little bit of a nap, a rest. It's got to chill out. Take a snooze there, MU. SanDisk is taking a bit of a rest. Western Digital. So all the memory companies cooling off a bit. Nvidia was cooling off a bit, but again, at the time that I'm recording this, it's starting to rip back up. But the other thing to point out is it's AI, it's the semis, it's the chips that are driving this market higher. And there are several other sectors that are in bear market territory that are absolutely doing nothing. So it really is a tale of two markets right now. And it's been that way for some time. The leadership is narrow. You have to wonder if that's going to flip at some point in time. But right now, we are not seeing that. Every time it looks like Bitcoin is going to do something, it just gives it all back. But there is a beautiful double bottom pattern there on the weekly chart. So make sure you check that out. That's textbook double bottom. It's beautiful. But yeah, that's what we got. Hotter than expected inflation. We got another report tomorrow. I think that's why you're not going to see true commitment to one type of move. Nobody's going to go all in bullish yet until PPI comes out. Nobody's going to go all in bearish yet until PPI comes out. So we've got to wait for one more report that comes tomorrow. So again, 8:30 a.m. No major earnings to talk about this week. And next week, it's the report of the quarter, as it always is every quarter, and that is Nvidia. They are reporting earnings. And the last few times they've reporting earnings, it's been nothing burgers or and move higher, and it sells off the next day. So let's see if that wants to hold true. I will have an earnings preview, probably a multi-part earnings preview coming up for Nvidia, so make sure you check that out. And that's going to do it for this episode of Driven. We're waiting, playing the waiting game, waiting for PPI, and we'll see what happens. We know inflation's hot. There's really nothing new there. So this is just my reason to talk to you guys, give you an update on what's happening in the market. I hope you guys are doing phenomenally out there. If you want to learn how to trade the markets, if you go to the description, you can sign up, get my free Wealth Accelerator class. Just put your name, email in there, submit it. It costs nothing to you. I'll provide those videos to you. Learn the basics, the fundamentals of trading and investing to get started. You have to start somewhere. What better place than this? And what better place to learn than for me, a former teacher, former educator. So make sure you check that out. I appreciate you guys very much. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure you do that. And on your way out, check out one of these videos here on the side. And I'll see you back here for the next episode of Driven. Make it a great day, honor the moment, and most importantly, ladies and gentlemen, be grateful. Take care, everybody.